What's up guys, Tommy Bowyer here from Movie Rewind, and I have returned to YouTube briefly because I wanted to talk about Ben Shapiro and his horrendous takes on films. Now obviously everyone knows who Ben Shapiro is, but I have to admit, as someone who classifies himself as an aspiring screenwriter, I can understand why Shapiro's never gotten any work, because his reviews of modern films are some of the worst takes I have ever seen. And I was actually inspired to do this video because I saw him do a take on a film which is one of my personal favourites, and that is The Substance. Now, The Substance is a body horror film starring Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley and Dennis Quaid. It is the best film I have seen this year, and I feel that Demi Moore was robbed at the Oscars because her performance in that film was phenomenal. But I saw Ben Shapiro's review of The Substance, and it was so mental that it missed the point entirely. For some reason, Ben Shapiro goes on about The Substance, saying that it's a film about how Demi Moore's character doesn't have a husband and kids, and he doesn't like the film because it suggests that, you know, a woman should have their career and be more focused on their career. And he also says that, oh look, you know, she becomes younger, you know, when she becomes Margaret Qualley. She's then very selfish, very vain, and doesn't actually do anything to, you know, get a family and, you know, have good conservative American values. And I really don't understand this take. It misses the point of the film entirely. The idea of The Substance is that it is about someone who clings on to their youth and vanity, someone who doesn't think that they have anything else if they don't have the attention which they've had for their entire career, which is why she becomes so desperate that she uses the substance. And then we see how issues regarding vanity, and more so how Hollywood and society treats women of a certain age, we see how that becomes such a toxic relationship. For me, Ben Shapiro's takes on films are horrendous. For some reason, he looks through all films through this weird conservative religious lens, which I think is awful. I think once you bring religion and in many ways politics into how you view a film, then you're gonna miss the point of a lot of films. You know, what makes me laugh is people like Ben Shapiro go on about how films are woke, but in my personal opinion, it's people like him that seem to get offended by more films than the so-called woke brigade. So maybe he needs to look into himself.